Hello everyone. I have often seen questions around personalizing these Easter baskets on single needle embroidery machines. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how I am able to personalize these baskets on the single needle machine. Some of the techniques I'll be using may seem a bit unorthodox, but it's what works for me. I do float and eyeball pretty much everything that I do. I don't use too many pins. I know some people prefer pins. I've tried these magnets. They do more damage than help. So what I use is the Easter basket from Five Below. This is about 10 inches in diameter and 9 inches deep. The water soluble thing that goes on top because of the terry cloth here. The sticky spray, I use the spray and bond adhesive and the tearaway stabilizer. I'll be using the Brother Innovis NQ1400E, and let's go ahead and get started. I start by flipping the basket inside out. Flip it completely inside out all the way. I'm going to use the bunny on the basket. I'm going to use the neck of the bunny. I will go ahead and take my spray, and remember I'm using the middle here, the neck, as my center point. I'm going to spray. I did not spray enough spray here, so I recommend spraying just a little bit more, but not too much. You can already see some of the buildup on my machine. I know that too much of the gummy stuff can eventually start breaking threads and needles. I will maneuver the basket onto the frame here. So I place the basket onto the machine here. Again, this should be folded down, and I use the tail of the bunny here to align it with the notch that is on the frame. And I will also eyeball the middle of the ears to align with the top notch. And then I flatten out the bunny as much as possible. Now, I have more recently upgraded to the 10 needle machine, but for the sake of the video and me not doing enough research on the Mighty Hoops, I ordered the 5x5 Mighty Hoop, and lo and behold, you can only embroider something that's about 5 inches in that 5x5 Mighty Hoop. So here we are back on the single needle. Now I go here to the design, and this design is 6 inches by 1.99. I try to keep it consistent with about 1.5 to 2 inches in height. And again, the 10 needle lets me go 5 inches. So anything bigger than 5 inches, I pull up here. And then this, on the single needle, I go up to about 6.5, 6.75 inches. Probably no bigger than that. There is a bigger frame that I could attach. I've used that before. I like the 5x7. Next, I will take the water soluble and place it here over the bunny. You can pin this. I don't really like to use pins. You can pin the entire basket. I know a lot of people do. In my opinion, it takes up too much time. It gives me more of a headache. I sell these baskets for less than $20. I'm trying to finish them as fast as I can. Here, I'm just smoothing out the canvas, making it flat. I'm using the neck again as the center point so I can move my design where I want it to be. So I'll eyeball and move the design down to the middle of the neck. Once I get the design where I want it, I'm going to use that square outline button to shift the frame to the edge of the design. What I should have done next was grab the tail and recenter it with that center notch. I didn't do that, and my design was just a little bit off center when it was finished. I'll flatten this down with my hands gently. Put the presser foot down here. And let it go to work.
I'm going to be using my hands here to gently hold the basket down, especially on the outermost stitches. This is only a 9-minute stitch. I will sit here and babysit the process to its entirety. Anytime I've gained a little bit of confidence and tried to walk away, something terrible happens. A needle will break, the design will shift. So it's better to just sit here and watch it the entire time. Once it gets to the middle letters, I can kind of let it go on its own and maybe do some work here on the computer. Now there is a little lever back there next to my ring finger. Sometimes the basket will hit it and it will pause the embroidery process. Just adjust the basket, move it out of the way, and hit the resume button.
Now when it starts getting to this edge of the design, this one should be fine, but I just wanted to show you what I do if the name's a little bit longer. I can tug on the tearaway here, that way. I can flatten it a little bit better on this edge here. Again, that might not be proper technique there, but it works for me.
Yay, the stitching process is finishing up. We'll just lift the little lever here and take the frame off of the unit by pressing down the basket gently but firmly, as flat as you can get it so that you don't hit the needle or the presser foot or anything on the way off. So press it down and slowly slide that basket and frame off of the unit. All right, here we go. This next part, you can gently tear the tearaway away from the basket. This is my 8-year-old daughter's favorite part. She's been helping me since she was 5 years old, cleaning up the tearaway and cutting off the excess thread. Try and be as gentle as possible here when you're tearing off the tearaway. Usually we are more gentle, but trying to keep the basket in the camera view made it a little bit difficult. All right, here we have it. Let's get the basket flipped the right way and work on cleaning up that front part. And ta-da! Here it is, our finished product. I also wanted to show y'all the very first basket I embroidered using just a font from the machine. And here are some of the ones that my daughter and I have worked on throughout the years. I hope that anybody feeling discouraged about doing Easter stuff on a single needle machine finds a little bit of inspiration. I hope to see y'all's finished products. Thanks for watching. Bye.